Yo, you already know what it is. You were listening to The Urban Product. It's your boy, DME.
It's your boy, Cozy Rich.
And it's your girl, Imani.
How's everybody doing today?
Ladies before gents.
Oh, thank you. I'm doing good today, guys. Not gonna lie. School's kicking my ass a bit, but other than that, I'm good. I had my first exam today.
Like final?
Yeah. And
Really?
then...
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's already that time. Crazy.
What else did I have to do after? Have my last lab today. And then I have a paper due tomorrow. And then I went to the gym and I came here. So far it's been productive, but yeah, it's going to be a long, 2 weeks coming up. But other than that, I'm okay. How you guys doing? How was your Thanksgiving?
How was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, my Thanksgiving was... Yeah, it was Imani had an week, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. Usually I travel out of state to like North Carolina or Georgia. But, COVID just messed a lot of things up for a lot of people. There's still a lot of my family members who aren't vaccinated. So,
Sheesh.
It's just, yeah. But other than that, it was fine. Went to some Haitian parties. For anybody who's Haitian, you know what that means. It's just, a lot of old people just being drunk, playing dominoes, a lot of good food, and a lot of kids running around. But other than that, it was fine. How was you guys' Thanksgiving, though?
Mine was smooth. I spent it with spending at my homegirl's crib. So I spent it with her family. It was really good. The food was amazing. Some Puerto Rican food was in the building, so that was smooth. Someone in their family's getting married next week, and I'm going to that wedding, so that should be fun as well. Definitely feels good to step outside of, the normal group that I hang out with. And like this person I chill with all the time, but I don't really chill with her family like that, so it's been good being around her family like that. So yeah, that should be really fun this weekend. I'm looking excited. I'm really excited, looking forward to doing that. Everything's been smooth on my side. I didn't really have as many Thanksgiving leftovers as like many other people might have, and I think that's probably better for me because I don't know how some people do it. Some people were able to do weeks
of
nasty. Thanksgiving leftovers, and honestly that's disgusting to me, and I've never been the one to do it. If I had leftovers, it wasn't lasting more than 2 days at my spot. So yeah, Thanksgiving was pretty smooth all around for me.
Did you have coquito?
Nah. I just had like regular liquor.
Clemas.
No, I didn't have that. I'm looking for that though. My mom hasn't said anything about that yet, but
Herm's
I'm
making
looking
me
out for
Oreo.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't hit her up. I thought I hit somebody else up. Rich, how was your Thanksgiving? Wow, I can't speak today for some reason.
You good?
I'll get there.
Did you sleep?
I'll get there. No, not really, but I'll get there.
Okay, there we go.
All right, Rich, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was straight. I mean, I went back to the crib in Medford, just chill with the fam for a little bit. I was there for like 3-4 hours and whatnot. Just nice little cool vibe. Got some leftovers myself. I wanted to force it, but I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, I can only eat these until like the weekend ends. So that's Sunday. It's Thursday. So I tried not to overdo it.
Yeah.
You did though.
No, I didn't. I really didn't because it was all gone by Saturday. She pulled up to my crib for like an hour and whatnot. After doing her rounds because, she trying to get food from everyone's spot. So I hear it. I should have did the same thing. I respect it. I respect the grind. But yeah, she saw me with like 4 to-go plates and like 2 plates of rice and all that.
Everything. It wasn't just plates. They were containers. Let's be honest. You didn't have plates. You had containers.
And it was all gone by Saturday night. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 2 days straight.
That's nasty.
That's how much food he took with him.
What do you mean? Like, yo, I go to the Haitian food. Haitian food, high in calories, high in protein.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was going to the gym. I was
high
eating
in
good,
cholesterol,
bro.
Right.
high in diabetes,
Yeah,
high
in
fat,
salts,
high in heart attacks.
Sodium.
That's why I go to the gym to work it off and then eat it after, get them gains. You feel me? It's it's consistency. So it was straight. But the weekend, I didn't really do shit this weekend. I just kept it low key. Just stayed at the crib. It's way too cold to be doing anything now.
That's big.
So you ain't gonna catch me at the crib unless like what we're doing, you're transporting me from A to B, and it is indoors. It's free. And I don't got to spend any money. Make my life easier, and that's the only way you catch me outside right now. Because winter is not my season, but yeah, that's really it.
Yeah, facts. It's really brick. And they snuck around the corner. Like it's really cold now. I tried my hardest not to throw on the winter jacket, but it's
already
officially here. Yeah, winter is here.
Already did.
So while that said, definitely go online at www.theurbanproduct.com to cop your gear for the winter to make sure you stay warm. Make sure you stay cozy. Just like how we're cozy, you know? We probably look warm as hell right now. That's not the case. You feel me? It's cold as shit. But, just go online. Hit us up for merch. We definitely got it going all year long. So
I never really catch myself wearing my winter jacket unless, like, I'm going to be outside for an extended period of time. Like, I wear a sweater in the car. Like, I wear a sweater all day, every day in this weather simply because I know, like, I'm going from point A to point B. Mm-hmm. All I got to do is sit in my car for 5 minutes and freeze my ass off. But other than that, I'll be fine because, you know, when I leave my car, I'm going into a building. So I really don't catch myself wearing my winter jacket that much during the winter.
Yeah, and I found out the thing with fashion is, like, with fashion, we'd rather be cold than be hot.
It has nothing to do with fashion.
No, but just in general, all around. Like, sometimes when I've learned this, I think more, I've learned this more with women than men, but just in terms of fashion, it doesn't matter where we're going. If the aesthetic is to pull off this look, and we got to be a little cold to pull off this look, we're gonna freeze our ass off.
Hoes don't get cold, bro.
We're gonna freeze our ass off.
Hoes don't get
just
cold.
To pull off just to pull off that look.
What do you mean?
But
That is the epitome of
what I'm saying.
What I'm saying. That's the perfect
Y'all
example.
would rather. Y'all would much rather.
I just don't like that phrase.
Be cold
yes, if I look good in this outfit,
hot.
Yes, you're gonna see me in this outfit.
You feel me?
If I look good,
I went to the
gonna
club.
see it.
I went to the club.
They're gonna be hot. They're just taking it off.
I went to the club 3 weeks ago, bro. And when I tell you, like, I was cold in line, and that's what made me decide, like, I'm not leaving, like, my crib for anything after this. Bro, the amount of people or women in line that were just wearing dresses and nothing else.
That's why I love men's fashion, bro.
I was like,
because they make it so easy for us, but they look out for us at the same time. Like, do you know how grateful I am just to have pockets? Because, like, there'll be so many times when I'm going out and I have to, like, if shorties don't have purses or if they don't have shit like that, I gotta hold it in my pocket, and it's cool. But, like, y'all gotta understand, sometimes we look crazy with these giant ass bulges in our pockets. Like, I get why women don't have pockets on their shit, but, like, you gotta think about us. Sometimes, you know, fashion today is not even baggy like that. So sometimes you got, like, fitting clothes, and then when you look at the nigga's sides, and then you just see a couple lumps coming out.
No, we got a fat wallet.
Sure. But it's not your wallet. It's her wallet. You feel me?
I usually keep my purse. Wallet. I usually just bring my purse with me.
I mean, I'll say that. I have a question for you, Imani.
Okay.
As a woman.
Okay.
This hoes don't get cold thing. Like,
yeah.
What is the idea behind wearing no clothes in 30-degree weather to go out?
Well.
They don't want to hold their jacket in the club.
That's the thing. Yeah.
That's fine. They got coat check.
No, not all the time.
And that's a process.
Is it really worth freezing your ass off for 30 minutes?
I mean, yeah, because I could use the same mentality that you have. Like, okay, I'm about to be cold for a couple minutes, and then
a couple minutes is not 30 minutes.
Well, now
and it's not
COVID,
a couple minutes; it's the whole damn night.
No,
y'all are cold the whole damn night.
If we're going inside the club, no, usually.
Well,
it's
you gotta wait for the Uber, then you gotta wait in line for the club.
Waiting for the Uber.
How you get into the club? You walking?
I drive.
Oh, my fault. Okay, you gotta drive to the club. Then you gotta wait in line for an extended period of time.
I wait for maybe 10. You gotta remember, like, most clubs, they just want females there. So more than half of the time, I'm waiting maybe 10, 20 minutes.
I'm not hearing it because I've been in line with women.
After COVID, it's crazy. I have to wait an hour.
So pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID, yeah.
Oh, my fault.
Pre-COVID, it was fine.
I wasn't hip. You was like that. My fault. Why wasn't you inviting me and Dev out then?
I don't go out like post-COVID. Why? What's going on in the scene?
It's just
nothing.
Nah,
no, like you're saying, like these lines are OD now.
Well, the last time I went out, I was outside. It was raining, and it was cold, and I didn't even get into the club.
Did you wear jackets?
I wore a jacket, but it was still cold, and I'm like, why am I here? Like, why? I should have been inside already. The amount of wait time that we dealt with was too much. But regardless, yeah, I said it's not worth it. Nobody's really even dancing. Everyone was really sitting and drinking. I said, I can do this at home. Like, I don't have to be here. And then the music was whack. I said, this is not it. It was better pre-COVID.
Less people.
Especially less people that's not like, just going to stand around and do nothing.
Better vibes.
I
hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do the clubs still.
Yeah.
Like, literally everything that you said, none of that appealed to me. Like I was just like, long waits in the colds, in the rain, going inside, not even no one's even dancing, or if the ones that are dancing just look like a mess, like a total hot mess, and they think they're going off. Like there's nothing worse than when I'm just scrolling through Snapchat and I open someone's story and I just see somebody got sniped and I'm like, damn. And it's crazy because shorty in the video really thinks she's killing it, and I want to support her, give her all her praise, because you know she looked like she's having a great time. But and the dude that she's dancing on, like even dude know that shorty ain't even doing anything, but he's just there for the good time, trying to see if he can get lucky off said shorty. But I'm like, yo, this is what you trying to get lucky with? Damn, you know we don't dance this way to this type of music. Nigga, this is drill. Right.
I hate when I see that.
This is crazy, you feel me? But I don't know. That's definitely what the type of environment's like. I haven't really gone out since college. I remember like going out to celebrate people's birthdays or, you know, occasions like that. But to go out, to genuinely just go out, yeah, I haven't done that since college. And I think that's just me, because anytime I try to put myself in that situation, it's just like, And what Imani was saying earlier about how she drives herself to the club everywhere, I also do that. And that gets annoying, because you can't really get as turned as you want to get, because you're automatically your own designated driver. Right. Or if you just want to sit in your car for like an hour or two, blow that off before you start driving. But, you know, normally when I'm in that case, I'm like, I'm not really going to have the most fun that I want to. Shit, that's just me.
Yeah.
Like I said before this, don't hit me up unless you're providing a ride. You paying for my entrance fee. You paying for my liquor.
And the table is like smaller than this table.
Bring me back to Vegas.
Why do people drop so much bread on tables?
And Mexico.
Because I will say, no, bro, like, it's just the Boston club scene. Like,
yeah, it really is.
Bro, the tables are literally smaller than this.
No, I understand. No. You asked why do people pay for tables. I understand why people pay for tables. Because if you're in, like, outside of Boston, like, in all the cities I visited, like, clubbing and turning up and having a table, it's 1,000% worth it when you're at the proper scene.
Yep.
Boston, the tables aren't worth it simply because they're small as shit. And most of the time, the people in the dance floor are dancing in VIP anyway. Yeah. Like, it's so packed that they're in your section. So it doesn't seem worth it to me. Plus, the
service doesn't even match up here than it does in other states. Like,
I low-key feel like y'all be getting scammed with the services.
What do you mean the services?
Like, cause I know people that work in like clubs and shit like that, and like people that do like bottle service, and hey,
that is 100%.
Sometimes people be getting scammed with their bills, be adding mad extra bottles that you didn't even drink. You feel me? And just shit. You got to be careful.
I read the receipts.
Yeah, you got to be careful in some of these spots. You know, depending on the type of crew that you're with. If you look like an easy lick.
That's all they were trying to do in Atlanta, honestly.
Nah, for
because
real.
They knew there were so many people there, they were really trying to upcharge everybody. There were so many people in my party. We were like, no, like you need to take these things off.
Today.
We didn't order for this stuff.
Nah, facts.
No.
I'd just be saying like, yo, I can buy this fucking discounted bottle the same size at this store behind my crib, and they're selling it over here. You want me to pay $400 and what for a bottle?
Pre-game
of liquor? Like, are you just for some sparklers to go, some sparklers to go on that shit?
Just to have a series of 5 girls with one carrying the bottle with sparklers into your section.
I gotta pay $400 to watch a shorty fist bump on my bottle. That's crazy. You wanna give me that fucking bottle?
You know what I hate Boston too? You know what I hate about Boston is that like if you get a bottle, like if you get bottle service, they don't let you pour your own drinks.
What?
I've seen that.
It's bullshit. It makes no sense.
I think that. Nah, I have a reason why they do that, but it doesn't.
I'm paying for it.
Don't give me the bottle. Shit. You know, I hear that. Yeah, I think it's just because y'all don't. I think it's to make sure y'all don't overserve yourselves.
What do you mean? Half the time, shorties be over pouring me in general.
Oh no, I'm hip, but that's when they taxing your ass. They're willing to do that when they're taxing your ass. You feel me? Because they just add that shit to the bill.
Yep.
It's all a scam. Hey, it's all a scam. But tip your local bartender. You feel me? All right, so let's go on.
Bartender,
to
not bottle girl.
They're nice though. Yeah, they nice. They nice.
Bartender,
they cool people. But yeah, let's go on to the actual show. So let's first start things off with sad news. Send our condolences, RIP to Virgil Abloh. He passed away the other day from cancer. He was battling a rare form of cancer for over 2 years, and I believe it was on Sunday, actually, his family announced his passing. People don't know who Virgil was, co-founder of Off-White, pretty much changed hip-hop streetwear for over the past 5 years, I'd say. Like, the streetwear game, shit, that resale market, just the whole streetwear fashion culture has been going crazy within the past, I'd say, 10 years. And Virgil had a good hand in that. He had Off-White, had collaborations with Nike. He was the creative director for Louis Vuitton. He worked closely with Kanye West and other creatives like that. So, you know, it's just a really sad and unfortunate news to hear, especially since something like this is unexpected once again. Hearing how people deal with things like this in privacy is just really remarkable to see what people do when they're given terrible news. Similar to what we learned about Chadwick when he passed. Just for me to know, okay, you received this news at some point, and what did you do with it? What was your reaction to the news? And then we saw what everything that Chadwick was able to do before his passing. And I'm grateful that I was able to see everything that Virgil was able to do before his passing, because he definitely got that news and that hit him. But with the time that he had, he decided to go crazy with the time that he had. And he definitely made a change in just our culture in general. So I definitely want to just say rest in peace and send my condolences to him and his family. You feel me? That's me.
Piggyback off of everything you said, I wholeheartedly agree. Like, the fact that when he passed, I was like, he had cancer?
Right.
I'm not going to lie to you. It really brought me back to Chadwick, because it's a similar situation. They both got this news, like you said, and then just handled it with their families and kept it private from the media and from all of us. There's a certain level of respect that I give to those people give to Virgil and Chadwick as a result of that, simply because you have fans, like, they both have fans, and their fans could have been another support system, but the fact that they wanted to keep that and deal with it internally, you can only imagine how much stress and how much pressure and the things they were dealing with alone or with their family. But it's just a huge amount of respect given, especially because they were dealing with that. Both Chadwick and Virgil dealing with serious terminal illnesses, and were still able to produce the things they did. Like you said, Virgil, creative director for Louis Vuitton, created Off-White, had multiple collabs with different brands all over the fucking world. This man, Virgil, had his hand in a lot of different fashion buckets. Chadwick, we already know about Chadwick. So just hearing what they were able to do while they had this news that we knew nothing about, there's a huge level of respect that they both just get from me as a result of that. And rest in peace to the both of them, because they did make an impact in all of our lives. I can definitely say that. So
yeah,
RIP to them.
I used to think that shit was so, like, dumb.
What do you mean?
Like, just for, like, some things with Off-White, it's just like with the branding and the hype behind it. But then, like, when you really break it down and just look to see how it really just shifted a culture, it's quite amazing to see. Like, hype, like, being a hype piece, being a hype beast was dead for a little while. It was dead for a while. You feel me? If you were hip on sneakers, you know, you played your part. You still caught up with your latest release. But the market for being a hype beast was dead for a while. But then, you know, when you had things like Off-White being introduced into the scene and just changing how people view customized sneakers, the price for that started to skyrocket like crazy. If you go to StockX is the example of an app that I think has been completely inspired by people like Virgil. You feel me? Goat as well, or like whatever those sneakers is another one as well, where it's just a collective community of everyone coming together, and they all share this passion fly kicks. You feel me? So I definitely think Virgil definitely had a hand and an influence on that entire scene, and it just made us change how we viewed and adapt streetwear in our everyday life in our culture. So definitely shout out to him for that. All right, so to move on from that, I was listening to a podcast last week. Actually, I was listening to Drink Champs. Shout out to Nori and DJ EFN. They had Wale on for an episode, right? And they started to have a discussion on Wale's perspective on loyalty versus respect. And he had a pretty interesting take on it. But before I say his take, I wanted to pass that on to the both of you and just see, how do you define loyalty versus how do you define respect, and which one matters more to you?
So,
yeah, go ahead, Imani.
Okay. So personally, I feel like respect is better. I just feel like respect is earned, whereas loyalty is kind of like blinded. Like, even though you're doing something because I love you, like, I'm going to do this for you, no questions asked. But I feel like with respect, there's more of a complex meaning behind it. I feel like there's levels to it. Yeah, that's really it for me. I thought I had more to say, but that was really it. Yeah.
To me, loyalty is essentially, am I willing to do something for this person because of our relationship? Or am I willing to, how far I'm willing to go to support this person in a certain situation, essentially. That's what I consider loyalty. Respect, how do you feel about me? How do you view me? How do you see me amongst our peers? That's just general respect for me. And for me, respect is more important than loyalty because of exactly what she said, blind loyalty. People be loyal to a fault. You can name so many, or I can have friends that are loyal to me just because they think it's going to benefit them in the long run, or things like that. Like, you never know why people are loyal to you for the reasons they are. So people could be loyal to you and they're just using you the whole time because they think you're a money man. Professional athletes, for example, they have a bunch of loyal people that are yes men, but they probably don't have their best interests at hearts. They're just loyal to this person because they know what this person can do for them. Respect. If you respect me, it don't matter what the fuck we have going on. It don't matter what I'm doing. Well, it does matter what I'm doing, but because of our past transgressions, because of the things we've done in the past, just the conversations, experiences, you respect me, and you're not going to treat me or talk about me or view me in a certain light because we have that certain level of respect. And when you have respect with someone, that's really hard to... I can't talk shit. I can't talk shit about Dev if I respect Dev. You feel me? I can't talk shit behind Dev's back if I respect Dev. Because if I did that, I just simply don't respect him.
Right.
So respect to me is way more powerful and way more beneficial and just way better in general, simply because when you respect someone, you genuinely... It's genuine. It's genuine. You know what I mean? Loyalty to me isn't genuine all the time. So that's why there's a lot of blind loyalty in this world, and I think a lot of people don't realize that. So I'm gonna pick respect over that any day of the week.
Yep.
And he was pretty much on the same ballpark as the both of you in saying that. His stance was he chose respect over loyalty as well, and he said loyalty is conditional. Pretty much, like you can be loyal one morning, and then that same afternoon be given a reason to not be loyal to someone. Whereas respect, like y'all said, you have to earn it. Once you gain respect for somebody, it doesn't really waver. You know,
it's genuine.
It's genuine. People that respect you won't try to take a shot at you.
Okay.
Won't try to hurt you.
They won't try to hurt you. You don't have to look at somebody that respects you and be worried that they might try to take a move on you. However, when you're dealing with loyalty, you have to keep... It's kind of like you have to keep up appearances in order for people to remain loyal to you. So it's like what Rich was saying earlier, if you give someone a reason to switch sides or even pick a side and just waver their loyalty, in that same tone, something like that could end up risking your life. Like, we've seen people die over loyalty so many different ways, you know? But when it's somebody that you respect, you don't have to worry about them as much. Still, anyone is a potential threat, but you don't have to worry about some, because like, if you just see somebody in the street and you respect that person, you yourself aren't going to try to test them. You feel me? But if it's somebody that was supposed to remain loyal to you and they did something that proved that they were disloyal, you may behave a different way. So he broke it down like that. And when I just heard the breakdown, I was just like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And even though I don't like think about things like that a lot, it brought a lot of things into perspective, because I was just like, yeah, I feel like I respect everyone that I'm loyal to and vice versa. But I look around and I see how, you know, some of us have been cool and cordial with the people in our groups for a long time. And sometimes that reason is because we have been cool and cordial for a very long time. And in that, you may think that this person is loyal to you. And they for sure may be. But in everything you do, you don't even know if this person may respect you. And that's a different conversation. So that's why I just wanted to bring it up between y'all. But it seems like we all have the like similar mindsets when it comes to that. Yeah, well, I definitely choose respect over loyalty for sure. Because I could just like, yeah, I just can't think about being around anybody I don't respect.
All else goes wrong when there's no respect.
Yeah, I feel like I can't even have conversations with people I can't
like,
really respect.
Everything's redundant at that point.
For
sure.
me to take your loyalty seriously, you got to respect me before being loyal. Like, you can't. The respect has to come before the loyalty. I have to earn that I have to earn your loyalty. Is what I'm saying essentially. Like, just like I have to earn your respect. I don't appreciate blind loyalty. I don't respect it because.
And what do we even do to be loyal to one another?
I mean,
because like we say loyalty, but then it's just like. Yeah, but what is that really?
I feel like
it depends on the dynamic. Loyalty, it depends on the dynamic. Like, if we're in a relationship, loyalty is different. For friends, the loyalty is different. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Family loyalty it depends on the dynamic. But to me, it's just all it breaks down to is, will you be there for me? Or do you have my best interest in mind? And are you supportive of me? And that's like, those are the three components for me where it comes to loyalty. And like we've all said, that can change in an instant with basic or with something with information you don't like about me. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, why am I loyal to this dude? Feel me? So respect all that.
I just feel like it's following suit. Like, all of those three qualities you just said could fall under respect, but I feel like with loyalty, it's just like following suit with whatever it is you got going on, even though like it's against what I personally believe in. But if I respect you, like, we can have an indifference and still be like...
We're using her definition.
You know?
I could be loyal and respect you, but not respect your lifestyle.
You can't respect me if you don't respect my lifestyle.
Yes, I can.
I don't get it.
Yes, I can.
How? Because if you're not respecting the things I'm doing, how
I respect you, like the person you are, but everything that you're doing or everything that you choose to surround yourself with, I don't have to respect that.
Yeah. That works.
I feel like those are all the same, because if you're surrounding yourself around certain things, that is a part of you. You know what I mean? Like, why would I be?
For example,
yeah,
right?
I need an example.
Me and you. I've known you since birth. Mm-hmm. Let's just say I've known you since birth. Hey. So growing up, there's a sense of loyalty that's built between us, and with that comes respect, right? So since birth, I've been loyal to you, and I've always respected you. We go down two different paths.
Okay.
Now, I still have that loyalty and respect for everything that you do. And, you know, I always love you. But the path that you chose to go down, if they don't really match up with my morals, if it's not really something that I'm, like, really proud of, but my love for you wavers all of that, I'll choose to turn an eye to that. But I definitely don't respect what you're doing out there. And we probably had conversations that I don't, and I'll tell you that I don't respect what you're doing out there. But because of the love that I got for you, and because of the respect that I got just for who you are, I choose to turn an eye to all the other shit.
I understand what you're saying. It's just, to me, like, I'm thinking about certain situations in my head where that would be where
There's so many situations. That's why I said it that way. You feel me?
When you broke it down like that, it makes sense. But for me, like, when I'm looking at my friends that I have, like, that relationship and dynamic with, it's like, I respect you as a person. I don't like what you're doing, but I wouldn't say I don't respect what you're doing, because everyone's situation is different and you don't know how they got there. So me knowing how certain people get to where they are in life, I kind of do respect what they are doing, because you got to get it out the mud. You got to do what you got to do to make it work. You feel me? Not everyone's gonna have the option to go to school, get a degree, get a job. You feel me? Some people get locked up. Some people go through the system. Some people don't got opportunities, and they got to figure out a way to do it. I'm not gonna say I don't respect it, because we all take different paths, but I just disagree with it. That's what I'll say. But
okay,
I hear what you were saying. I definitely agree with what you were saying.
Nah, I hear that. That's interesting. Yeah, but just want to get your take on that. And hey, just that little conversation gave in perspective. Okay. All right. Now we wanted to talk about this a few weeks ago, but we didn't really touch on it. I wanted to go ahead and give an update on it. So Howard University, for the people that don't know, was on strike. The students went on strike. Some of the faculty joined them too. They started to protest the university because there was just outbreaks of mold in student housing in the residence halls, in classrooms. So for a good majority of this semester, their students were sleeping outside in tents. And I've never been to Howard. I don't know what that area is like. But, it's cold up here. So I just know, that is definitely not what I would want my college experience to be, especially if I'm spending money to attend that university.
Am I getting my money back for that?
Especially if I'm attending money. That's not what I want my college experience to be.
So straight loans.
Yeah, so the students were protesting the university for a while, and I believe it was last week the university came to an agreement with the students on campus. They haven't shared, the full details to what they're going to do, but they let us know that they at least came to an agreement. So hopefully, they get people to go into those residence halls. I don't even know why this was such a discussion. Like, all that they're telling you to do is clean the fucking building. That's all that they're really telling you to do. But
what are they doing with the money that they're receiving from the students?
That was my point.
Yeah.
What are you doing with money?
Like colleges make bank.
They even got more money with COVID, mind you.
No, I get it. Like,
and donation. They take donations too.
No,
right?
I'm pretty sure. Like, didn't Biden
gave
all
the schools money.
all the HBCUs money. So like that, as well as they're all private schools too, getting the funds that they're getting from students. What the fuck are they spending the money on?
Exactly.
Because if you can't keep up with your dorms, the places where your students
are supposed to
live, like what are you doing with your money? That's really what I want to know. It doesn't make any sense to me how you could be this type of institution, and HBCUs are loved in this country because there's not many of them, and we're trying to get them better, get them more popularized. You want to say something?
No, I'm just, you read about all that stuff, but they are notoriously cheap. Just saying.
HBCUs?
Yes.
Well, there shouldn't be a reason for that. There's no reason to be cheap. Like,
no, it's not even like because they want to. I feel like it's because they have to. Like, they don't get that much funding because they are most likely private schools. Okay, all right, I understand that, but still, with the funding you are getting, why are you not making it? Why are you not producing a great environment for your students, your future alumni who can donate money to this university? Why are you not putting them in a great environment conducive for their success? That's all I'm saying. Because if I had a university, if I was president of a university, most important people on campus are the students. They make the campus work. So I need them to be happy. I need them to have a place to live and not sleep in tents.
Nah, that shit was
That's
crazy.
actually insane, bro. Insane.
Now, when I heard about it, I was just like, I was just imagining me in Bridgewater, like sleeping on Shadurg Hill, and I'm like, yo, that shit's crazy. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy, and I'm paying for that. It's just like with some of these, I feel like with a lot of these students, this is probably their first year going to college. So just imagine you got to go through that shit. A lot of people it's their first time coming back since the COVID shutdown. So it's like, this is what you have to go through.
Imagine.
And the fact that it went for as long as it did, I think the whole protest was a little over a month. And I was just like thinking about it when I went over the whole situation. This whole thing is crazy because I've dealt with like molds before, and I just cleaned it, and we were good. So I'm like, yo, hire professional cleaners, do whatever chemicals you got to do. If you got to shut down the campus for a little bit, since there've been many vacations where they could have done that. Just do a deep ass cleaning of everything and then allow the students to move on. I don't know why it took this long for any real progress to happen, but I'm happy that, they finally reached an agreement now. But it just sucks that it had to take a national viral moment for this type of change to happen.
It's them having the agreement for me. Like, why do you have to have an agreement? Why not just fix the shit? Why do we even have to protest? It's just extra from time.
What were they doing?
Like, COVID? Literally, what were they doing? Like, if they were trying to keep money to themselves, you're just losing more money at this point. Like, what was the plan behind this?
Not even
like what were we supposed to be doing?
Y'all had no one on campus during COVID. You telling me in the year that we was locked up, y'all couldn't have went in the dorms? They probably could have cleaned a dorm a day if they just did one a day.
And the fact that nobody was in the dorm and that allowed mold to even form, I'm just like, niggas weren't even active in the scene. That shit was just sitting there.
It's nasty.
Y'all really don't
care.
Put any maintenance into your shit.
I don't care, bro.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. And I like just the whole idea of molds. I've been noticing this thing with restaurants, and COVID did a crazy number on like restaurants. Yep. And I've been like noticing just in terms of how restaurants keep up their maintenance and cleanings. Nigga, if y'all go out, take it from me, get your drink in a bottle or a can. Don't drink any of them fountain sodas. Streets are crazy right now. They don't clean their shit. No one takes the time to clean their shit. I don't even think restaurants got the proper bread to hire the certain professionals that got to do what they got to do. They're just going off on a whisk. So with that being said, if you go out to a restaurant and you want to get a drink, get that shit in a bottle or a can. Do not get a fountain beverage. It might be something floating in your drink.
What if I want water?
Right,
tap water. Get bottled water.
Ask for bottled water.
Yeah.
So I can't get water. I can't get lemon water anymore.
I mean, you can get water.
No, but you said in a bottle or
right.
What if they put it in the cup?
Just know the risk.
Oh wow! I just went to Barrett's yesterday. Don't kill me.
Barrett's.
Barrett's.
Flashback.
Yo, that's throwback. That's a throwback.
Barrett's.
For real.
How's Barrett's? Yo, I went to BSU like the other day. Nigga, it's kind of alright now.
I haven't been.
BSU's kind of alright now. I pulled up to Crimson and I was like, oh shit.
What they do?
It's kind of fly. They redesigned everything. The food options actually make sense. There's like study areas
they put
in
money
Crimson.
In Crimson.
They put like little gaming lounges in Crimson.
Like dining or the
Crimson dining. Yeah.
Dining. They went in.
Dining, that little fucking.
Well, no, it's the same size, but like they just reorganized stuff, made it look better. I was like, oh, we got money.
Like I went in there and I was like, they got like their 4 little stations, obviously, but then in the back they had like these pool tables, like foosball. They had a giant Connect 4. They had these TVs with these gaming couches.
Let me go back to school real
quick. They had these like high top study tables and they had mad outlets and comfy chairs. I was like, damn, like
people
nigga,
be there too.
If my experience was this night, I might have done well.
No wonder my brother be talking shit about his college experience. That's wild. Good for him.
I don't want to know what that man's doing. I hope he's doing well.
Oh, he I'm snitching.
Well.
I'm dry snitching right now.
Don't dry snitch on him.
My man's was violate last night.
I bet. Let him live. Let him live though. He's a freshman. He got to do what he got to do. He got to live up to his brother.
He's a freshman. Yeah.
Is he not?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, facts. We're old guys. It's crazy.
We are.
Damn near 30. All right,
don't
so
say 30.
moving on to that, right? Here's another thing that I just want to mention because I can't get it off of my timeline, and every time I think that something's actually going on, it's not. It's just on my timeline. So I want to maybe just spread this message around, and if the rest of the world gets it, maybe they will follow suit.
Ow.
But guys, we don't have to care about every single thing Will Smith and Jada Pinkett
Oh,
Smith
thank
do.
you, Jesus. I
Real
love
quick,
that you
real
said
quick.
that. I
Before
love
you
that
finish your
said that.
thought, fuck just Will and Jada. Celebrities in general, y'all niggas need lives. The way y'all just be picking apart these celebrities' lives, trying to follow everything they doing,
That's what we
y'all
do.
need fucking lives, bro.
We do that on this podcast.
No. I'm talking about like the detectives and all that shit.
Oh, yeah, for
like
sure.
you seeing
The
this
shade
fucking
rooms
little
and all that
baby
shit.
and what's her name?
Jada.
Sweetie.
Oh,
Sweetie.
Sweetie, yeah.
You see how people are just dedicating days to just figure out if this is really this nigga or not? Let him live. Let them live.
That whole, if that shit was right, that situation kind of wild. If that
Okay.
situation is true,
Period.
but we don't have to talk about it.
But it's just like, yo, more people really be obsessed with celebrities' lives way more than their own. I'm just like, God damn, y'all,
Some people
y'all
don't
need
want to be in
help.
reality sometimes.
I know. That's why they're making the metaverse. Shout out Facebook.
Yeah, but when it comes to Will and Jada, I'm just like, ever since the whole entanglement shit.
Nah, they've been like that.
No. I know they've been like this, but it's been like ever since the entanglement
It got
entanglement
bigger.
moment.
Yeah.
Well,
We haven't stopped hearing about these two and their relationship,
Yeah.
and like in particular their relationship. And I'm like, yo, ever since that moment, I feel like Will's been taking nothing but hits. Every other month, I feel like Jada comes out with a new headline.
I feel like he's
that's
gonna come
throwing
back
my man
crazy,
under the
though.
bus, and I'm like,
So-
yo, what is going on at home for your shorty to constantly have you out here looking
know
like
what?
this
I'll say this.
every week?
He
bro.
might be occupied himself, honestly.
huh?
What is
might
he
be
doing?
That's the thing. He doesn't care to let us know. But Jada just be out here just spewing everything, and he's probably like,
You don't think that's
over there
fucked up
with
on
that.
her part?
it's no. It is fucked up on her. Listen, Jada been out here already, like from time. Like she's barely been out here, but
August.
no, but even before August, like
Tupac.
she's had shows where they made rumors about her dealing with other people who've been married. So Jada's really been like this from
Well,
time.
aren't they like partners? Like, aren't they life partners?
Yeah, like my
They,
whole
like,
thing,
they
they're in an
consider-
open marriage.
Yeah,
like,
they consider each other
they
life
got
partners.
kids,
Yeah.
they got family, but they're still in an open relationship. So it's like
That's why I don't really
they
press
just
it.
do a
Like,
lot.
that's their dynamic.
It's them telling us, like her saying she don't really like having sex with him no more. Like I don't need to
Why?
know
Yeah,
that.
and me as your life partner,
on.
why are you putting that out there?
I'll say this.
So disrespectful. I'm sorry.
I'll
They
say
don't need
this.
clout.
They don't
They
need
don't.
clout. They don't need clout. But I'll say this: I think the reason why we've been seeing so much about Will recently is because he's dropping a book.
And I get that. I get he did the book. I get he did the
You need
Serena
some-
Williams
Yeah,
movie.
but all this shit is
I
in
get
his
all
book,
that
though.
shit.
Like he talks about all this shit in his book. So everything you're seeing is just like bites they're taking from his book. That's why people are like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" But the shit Jada's saying, I don't know where that's coming from. I just know the shit that Will's saying is from his book.
So people
Jada
are
just
reading
don't
the
give a
book
fuck.
and just going
She
viral
really
off the
doesn't.
book.
No, people read like the tidbits and like the shit that the headlines, and they're like, "Oh shit!" So they get the book to learn actually what happened. So it works. It definitely works. But Jada just don't give a fuck. She just don't
She's on
respect
that
Will.
Virgil-
like
Virgo energy.
in my opinion, she really doesn't respect Will at this point.
She's
Like
too
they know that this is just a business relationship at this point. They're just doing their own things on the side.
Could
Jada
y'all
just-
do that?
Huh?
Could y'all do that?
If we've been
to
together for a
spot
certain amount of
like where
time,
Will and
if-
Jada are at right now?
Like how long have they been together? 30+ years?
No,
20?
I feel like they've probably been around. How old are Jada? They're like our age, right? So probably a little over 20 years.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
long time, bro.
Yeah, because like Jaden and Willow, they're not. That
But that's what
far
I'm saying. Like they
younger
each got they got a lot of money. They got a lot of influence. They got a lot of power. Separately, put them together, it's even more. So I'm thinking like there would be no point for them to get a divorce or end things at this point. Because for what? Like they already have an open relationship. They already do their
It
own
already
things.
works for them.
Yeah, they,
than.
you know what I
Life
mean?
sounds so complicated. Like
Their
just
life
all
is
this shit sounds so complicated.
It's only
always been
complicated
complicated,
because
though.
they're putting it out there. We think it's complicated, but to them, it's just another day. Like they're
really
giving
been
us a
complicated
glimpse
from time,
into
though.
their life, and from people that don't live the life they live or deal with the shit they've done, it sounds wild to us. But who knows? They probably could have had these conversations numerous times. Jada could have been told Will to his face, "I don't want to fuck you anymore."
So
and I'm gonna just stay with you.
So
That's
crazy.
No, bro. Do you know how many rich
is
people
so
have
crazy.
business relationships?
keyword rich. I was about to
They're
say. I was
both
about to say
loaded.
when I just thought about all this shit, I'm just like, you know what? I just don't have enough money to be
Yeah,
in
that's
this
all
type
it
of
is.
conversation.
Because you know how
Honestly.
expensive divorce is, bro. Yo, you gotta figure out which estates go to who, which properties, who
Lawyers.
gets this. Yeah, bro. Let's just stick together and do our own thing.
Exactly.
So my thing is, if Jada's doing her dirt, I'm pretty sure Will's doing his dirt on the side
That's
too.
what I'm
But
saying.
we don't hear Will's side.
Because
But
he
Will
doesn't
come out.
shitted
care.
on.
He
Not even
doesn't
that.
care. I don't
Will is
think
a
he
man,
I
cares.
feel
bro.
like he wouldn't. If both of them
I
are
don't
in this
think he
mutual
cares.
space, I feel like he wouldn't get shitted on.
So you're telling me if Will said, "I don't want to fuck Jada,"
No.
anymore."
Well, I'm saying like the shit.
Exactly. Exactly. You get crucified. So
As a man, we just don't. As men, we don't even talk about our business
don't
like
think
that.
that's what I'm saying, though.
cares.
Will isn't like.
I don't think
Will's
he
not that
cares.
type of guy. Like, from what I've seen, granted, like he gives us. I see him on IG and then movies and then whatever
We
interviews.
see
and shit.
everything about Will except his personal life.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
how nice. That's how nice he is at keeping shit on the low. Why can't Jada do the same
But
thing, bro?
that may be
I
pissing
feel like-
her off. You never
not
know.
even that. I
Every
feel
time
like her-
something's happening, we gotta have a red table episode about it. Why?
I was gonna say. I think
Messy.
a lot of the shit she does has to, like, she says it simply to stay relevant. Because what does she really have besides the red table talk at this point in her career?
Nah, chill. That's Jada Pinkett Smith.
No, I understand that, but like, what is she actively
That's
doing?
Jada Pinkett Smith.
What is she
Don't
actively
do that.
doing, though? Is my point. Like, besides the red table talk, like, what is she actively doing? This is a genuine question.
I don't know. I don't follow her life. I don't know.
Exactly. So I'm just saying, like, she might be saying this is just my synopsis. Could be wrong. Probably am wrong, but she could just be saying this shit just to stay relevant.
Damn.
Just to stay in the news, just to make sure her show keeps getting the views it has. Because over the last like year and a half, her shit probably been popping.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know. Money,
I
fame,
believe it.
publicity do a lot to people's head.
I believe it.
And that shit is, fame is a drug, bro. Like, attention is a drug, and she's at the top of it. Like, you don't get any bigger than her, really. So
It was the entanglement comment for me. That was just like, girl.
it's the fact that she
she created that
That was
word.
a lot.
Like that
You
word
didn't have
was
to
added
use that
to the
word.
dictionary because
You
of Jada
know,
Pinkett
you
Smith.
didn't have to use that word. That was just different.
Yeah, she just didn't want to say, yeah, I
A
was
lot
cheating
of
on you.
theatrics would go off.
'Cause I don't even know if that's considered cheating. With
I
them.
mean, you got to
Well,
think
no.
about it though.
I don't
I feel like they've probably had an open relationship the entire time.
I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, as we kept talking about this guy, I don't
Oh,
care.
my goodness.
Let's just stop
Let's
talking
get-
about
let's get
this
it
shit.
over with.
All
We're
right,
good,
bet.
we're good.
Let's stop talking about it. All right, so to move on from that, yo, streets are looking really tough for Trey Songz. Right,
What?
I feel like Trey Songz maybe just wasn't dropping music for a while, and then I paid attention to why he wasn't dropping music for a while.
Stay out the way.
My dog has been. I can't call
This
him
is
my
not the
dog.
first time, though.
Trey Songz, facts, and we'll touch on that. Trey Songz has been catching allegations, and he caught another allegations for sexual assault this past
So sad.
week in, I believe it was Las Vegas or somewhere in Nevada, and this adds on to another allegation that he had earlier this year, and he had some other allegations in the past. I remember a viral moment went off back in the day when Keke Palmer spoke up about an experience that she had with Trey Songz. And now,
She exposed him.
I mean, she didn't like
She didn't
a
really say
sexual act didn't
details.
happen, but like
He
she
tried it.
exposed a time where he made her uncomfortable.
This was
Yeah.
with the Breakfast Club.
Facts, and it was on the Breakfast Club.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it was that public, and yeah, now he's getting another allegation, and it's just crazy how just to see how everything's been popping up ever since the Me Too movement. Just seeing how I'm not to connect everything, but kind of to connect everything, just to see how all these celebrities are getting taken down because of all these allegations. And I'm seeing somebody like Trey Songz, who has been like a sex symbol for over the past 10. That's true. He's been a sex symbol
I think he fell off.
over the past 10, 15 years. Him and Chris Brown kind of came up around the same time. So you see them too. Chris has had his fair share of allegations as well. So I'm just saying, I'm like, you see two stars as big as this. And I'm like, I feel like we've created a culture where these niggas are so desirable, and I'm like,
They're
now you got these
untouchable.
niggas thinking like that, and now we're coming back to allegations, and I'm like,
Who's we?
huh?
So
Who's
slow.
y'all? Who's y'all got these niggas thinking like that?
Well,
I'm talking to the public,
the
yo.
public,
You gotta
though.
be thinking like, yo.
He's not wrong
When
at
we were
all.
kids, when we were growing up, Chris Brown and Trey Songz, they were those dudes.
The
And
women
shorties
were saying,
willing to
yeah,
do
the shorties were saying that, like,
whatever.
yo.
They were.
So imagine 10, 15 years you go through that, and now you become this guy, and now, you know, you're moving a certain type of way, because maybe it's been cool that you've been moving that way for the past 10 years, but hey, in 2021,
So
you fuck up
disappointing.
allegations, bro. And now it's like, I feel like even the smallest fuck up could make everything go left.
So what was the allegation?
I didn't look too deep into it. Anytime I just see something with sexual assault,
You don't want to get into detail.
I
with
don't
that
read
stuff.
too deep into the details because I don't want to see. But anytime I see something like that, I just feel like Chris and Trey, these are people who, to me, are like single or just doing these things. And I feel like it's so easy for something to just get flipped like that. So, you know, we say allegations are allegations because we don't know what's true, depending on if anything does go to trial. But honestly, with the type of dudes that those dudes are, I feel like it's so easy for something to go wrong one way and just an allegation to come out like that.
I don't
So
like
know.
that. No,
I
I,
don't
feel
like
like if
that
it
either.
happens, if it happens more than a couple times that you got sexual assault allegations on you,
Some got to be true.
something has to be true. Like you're doing something. Like this is a pattern at this point. So, that's it. I don't know if
Yeah,
he did.
I-
I don't know what he did. I don't know
Nah,
what he
facts.
didn't do. But like
Nah, I just wanted to know.
Yeah, I have nothing to say. Like, yeah.
I
reputation's
just wanted
everything.
to mention that, yo. It's
Trey
crazy.
Songz is just another nigga. Yeah, I hope this ain't true, but we'll see what happens.
I hope it's not true, and I hope if it is true, hey, all justice. You got your justice, yo. You hear they were that woman from the Jeffrey Epstein trial.
Oh, Jelaine?
Yeah,
Just
I
saying
feel
whatever
like they were
Jelaine.
looking for her for a dumb long time. The trial is actually like going on now.
Yeah, it's right
so yeah, so I was actually very concerned. I remember when that trial broke out, they were looking for this woman, right? And mad people couldn't find this woman, and all of they had like the internet or like the public thinking that something might have happened to this woman in connection to the Jeffrey Epstein's trial. But I saw some pictures, some sketches, and she looked very much alive. So that's what's up. So it's we'll definitely keep you updated on that because that whole story was crazy when it broke down.
She'll
yo.
get her time. I hope she exposes so many niggas.
That's what I'm waiting for.
I hope she
That's what I'm waiting
exposes so
for.
many
'Cause
people
I
in
think
like
she was willing
politics
to.
and shit. Yeah.
I think she was willing to. That's why she was like they were
That's
trying to
what
look
I'm
for her
waiting
for a
for.
while.
Yeah, no, I'm hip. That's why they off Epstein. I feel like that's why they off that nigga. Like, because he was about to expose half of the cabinet.
Crazy.
Half of the Democrats, half the Republicans were getting exposed.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I feel whatever happened to fucking Trump allegations? I remember
he's
when
not president anymore. So
no, but I remember when they said when he steps out of office, that's when all the allegations are gonna start to attack him.
Oh, he's dealing with shit. He's just not public news because he's not as big as what he used to be. Like, there's more important shit going on. This nigga
Okay,
ain't
I haven't
president
heard
anymore.
anything about that. I just
Either
didn't
way,
know.
just know you're gonna see Trump in 3 years. 2024. Oh, you're gonna see him again,
What?
all over again.
what during the next election
Bro,
year?
he's only been elected. He can still be a president one more
True.
time. He got
He can
another
try.
4
Bro,
years.
he's not gonna. He's not.
Are
not
you
gonna run
insane,
again. You
bro?
think he's gonna run again?
I
He
wouldn't
already
be
said he
surprised.
is.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He already said he's trying to do it. He's planning on it, bro. 2024, get ready for Trump. Like, I swear to God, bro.
I believe more in Kanye trying to run than Trump trying to run. If I, we'll get into that come 2024.
Right.
You feel me?
Yo,
I'm not talking about that right now. You feel me? All right. Other news that's been going on in music. Ari Lennox was arrested a few days ago overseas. I believe it was in Sweden. It was either in
What
Sweden
the
or
fuck is she
Amsterdam.
doing in Sweden?
I would go to Sweden
For what?
I don't know, probably
just to see what it's about.
performing.
What's
but
in Sweden that you want to see?
Amsterdam.
That's the thing.
That's
I
what
don't.
it was.
Oh, I'll go to Amsterdam.
I would
Yeah, I'll go to
I
Amsterdam.
would love to go to Amsterdam.
I'll go to Amsterdam.
See how
I would
quick
love
they
to go.
flipped, yo.
Sweden,
Oh,
bro.
Amsterdam.
Sweden, bro.
I would love to go to
Bro,
Amsterdam.
I go
would
to Sweden.
Anywhere. I would go anywhere just to see what's about. But I would definitely go to Amsterdam.
Sweden looks cold, but clean. I'll say that. Just
Nah,
cold and clean.
she tweeted out yesterday. So this was yesterday. She tweeted out that she was being arrested in Amsterdam for reacting to a woman racially profiling her.
Oh.
I don't know how you can be arrested for that, but we haven't heard anything since that tweet. So definitely prayers to Ari Lennox, to her team, however they're handling that overseas. I don't know. I always feel like when you're dealing with racism over here, you know, sometimes actions are justified in how you react to racism. But overseas, I feel like when you're dealing with racism overseas, I feel like you got to move different. I've never experienced racism overseas, so I wouldn't really know. But you have these high profile acts moving through, and hey, they might be used to hearing some shit back home, and they used to dealing with that shit in a certain way. But you can't deal with that shit back there. You saw what happened to ASAP when Rocky went through that entire thing, and now it looks like something similar is happening with Ari Lennox. So hey, I just hope, you know, she's handling that.
I respect the fuck out of her for holding her ground no matter where she's at, because I would have did the same thing. You gonna talk shit to me, say some derogatory shit to
facts.
me, I don't care where I am, I don't care who you are, I'm gonna let you know. So I respect her for that.
Yeah.
Prayers up for her, but she a real one. I respect.
Facts. Stand 10 toes down on that shit. And
Dead
her
ass,
music
10 toes
lately.
down. You ain't gonna disrespect me.
Facts. I need another album, Ari. Facts. I saw what you did on Summer's album.
I feel like she's gonna give one.
Hey.
I feel like it's coming.
Nah, let's go. I'm waiting for SZA first. Sorry, you can wait.
How?
That's all right.
Jesus. What you would call it? So 2 things happened this past weekend. I saw my mom. I saw an old version of herself come out this weekend. And then I saw some beef happen between people in my friend group, whatever. Essentially, long story short, my mom had some messy ass friend in her group who had pick me ass energy, just like always trying to be everyone's friend. And some way, somehow, she had a conversation with my mom, and whatever was said between her and my mom, she tried to go flip it and say it to everybody else in the group. So
one of those,
right? So what my mom did, as a true Haitian woman, as a true Gemini woman, she took screenshots of said conversation, posted it in the group chat, and then left the group chat.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Respect.
And then whatchamacallit, she's like, I'm not talking to her. I don't need to say anything to her. Whatever they have to say is whatever they have to say. My mom went off. John understands this because his mother's the same way.
I'm sorry. Me picturing your mother's in a group chat is just hilarious.
So that was one. I'm not really going to get into the other one. It was just somebody and their boyfriend breaking up, but they didn't want to have the closure talk. Essentially, with all this being said, I wanted to ask both of you this 2-part question. Is closure necessary? And if it is it only necessary for romantic relationships?
It depends on what happened to end the friendship, relationship, or whatever dynamic y'all are in. If it was like an argument or like it was heated, then fuck it. I don't think closure is needed. That was closure. You know what I mean? Like, you said what you said, I said what I said. All right, that's how we feel. Let's go our separate ways. Fuck it. It is what it is. But if it was like, I feel like if we were like in a relationship for an extended period of time, and then just one day someone was like, or my significant other was like, yo, I don't want to do this anymore, and just didn't give me a reason why, like, I'd want some closure. I'd want to understand why. So definitely understanding the dynamic. It's basically case by case basis. I wouldn't say everyone deserves closure, because not everyone deserves closure. Like, some things people do to you, you just need to walk away from and not talk to them ever again, because that's some snake shit. That's some evil shit. You don't deserve me talking to you after this. You don't deserve me telling you what's wrong, because you should just know. You feel me? So it really just depends on the dynamic. But me, I'm the type of person that's going to give you your closure no matter what. I'm going to let you know what you did to make me not want to fuck with you, friendship or relationship, and we can go from there, or you can go from there, because I'm going to be fine regardless. But I'm always give you closure. That's just me.
I believe closure is very necessary. Yeah, it's just really as simple as that. Closure is very necessary, depending on how you like fall out with the person. If it was explosive, mad people say shit that they don't mean out of anger. Sometimes people do say what they really feel and how they really feel when they're arguing with people. But we have negative thoughts about people we love like all the time. Sometimes that we don't say that shit all the time. We know shit, but we won't say shit half the time. So when it comes out in anger, we don't choose the best form to really express that when we're angry. You feel me? So yeah, what Rich said earlier, if we get to something like that and we just say fuck it we're not really willing to put our egos aside just yet, it's going to be really easy to dead that situation right there. And if, you're like that and when you're like, I don't need closure, maybe the other side's like that where y'all both saying fuck each other. But at one point, y'all did have love for each other. You feel me? Yeah. So there's going to be at some point down that road where, you're going to have that thought in your head when you're like, damn, those were good times. And if y'all did the actual necessary route into closing that off how you should have, then who knows, maybe you could talk to that person in the future. But because you never gained that closure, you never really ended things the right way, it's an iffy situation. You don't even know if you'll be able to see that person anymore. So it's just like, I don't know, I feel like gaining closure from a situation might make it easy for both parties to move on from it. You feel me? Sometimes I feel it too, like, yo, fuck it, this person doesn't deserve this, that person doesn't deserve that. But you never know how someone's gonna move after that, and if they don't know what they did in that situation to make like all that happen, they might do it again. So I'm gonna tell you what you did, and so you hopefully you don't do that to somebody else. But I would also like someone to do that to me. So if I did something, I would know what to not do in the next one. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I believe that for relationships too. I think in romantic relationships, you should definitely give your partners closure, because depending on what stage in life you enter a relationship, when you're very early, you're not really thinking about permanent relationships like that. You kind of start thinking about that as you get older. So when you're like our age, some of our partners start to turn into long-term partners, and some of them you may think you might be with them for a good majority of your life. So if something just clicks and if it's over at one point and you don't know what happened, you'd want to know what went wrong in that, so hopefully in the next one you would know what to do right.
I feel like closure happens regardless. I think it is necessary, but I feel like some way, somehow, if you don't have it initially, some way further down the line, it's going to happen. Like even you a couple weeks ago, or maybe a month ago, you were talking about how you had beef with someone in high school, and then some way, somehow, through FaceTime, you were able to
get over the
squash it,
situation.
Yeah. So I feel like closure is definitely necessary, and I feel like one way or another, you have unfinished business with that person, so there's always going to be that type of energy that just needs to get resolved.
Like, I think for me, there's this one person that I was involved with, and when we ended shit, it was graceful, so everything was cool. But then when we ended shit, I never saw that person again. You feel me? And it wasn't for any spiteful shit. That's just how things naturally happen. I just never saw that person again. But I always had in the back of my mind, like, what would happen if we were ever to be in the same room? You feel me? And I think it's because we were able to like have our closure before the drift. Like, I could still move on and be like, oh yeah, it's no bad blood. You feel me? Like, there's no shit bad. That's why I don't really like ending shit bags. I don't like having bad dealings with people after I've like dealt with them, because I don't know, there should be no reason for that shit. But I think if that closure didn't happen, hey, it might still be bad beef and bad blood, and you don't want anybody speaking down on your name when you're not present in the room. That shit's just annoying. Like, I don't give a fuck about chatter that goes on about me, but hey, if you're gonna talk about me, have it be some shit that's actually true. You feel me? And if I did that shit, let me know I did that shit, so I know not to do it to the next person. Because I was young and I was dumb, and that was the time to be dumb. You feel me? But hopefully I'm not fucking 30, 35 making the same dumb old mistakes I was making as a teen. You feel me? So if I fucked up, tell me I fucked up, so I don't fuck up with the next.
Period.
Yeah, that's me. You feel me?
Period.
See, I'm not a spiteful person at all, so like I don't hold grudges against anyone, or try not to. It's really hard for me to keep that energy.
I hate when people expect you to, though.
No, I mean, I hear that because to me it takes a lot of energy to consistently stay upset and mad about like one person. Mm-hmm. Like it really does take a lot of work to maintain anger. Like, so I'm not giving anyone
practice that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not giving anyone that type of energy. So for me, like, yo, if I think we have an issue, I'm gonna reach out to you and just be like, yo, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Yep.
What's going on? Do you have a problem with me? Why? Okay. All right. Let's figure it. Let's just hash this out because I could give less than a fuck about anything you're doing right now. It's not bothering me at all. But clearly what I'm doing is bothering you. So what's going on? So I'm always giving you that closure just because I'm not spiteful, but I know how other people are. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't want other people living like that. It's not good for you.
Yeah, word. And you said you thought closure was necessary too?
Yeah, I feel like it's necessary. And it's going to happen regardless. Like it just needs to end up happening.
Word. All right, cool.
Yep.
All right, let's go on into new music.
That was a good one.
Adele.
Did anyone listen to it?
I did.
Tell me about it.
You were supposed to listen to it.
I didn't listen to it. I'll be honest with everybody right now. Like, yo, I looked at the album. I just like gave it a quick scan. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I think I was always a fan of like the hits when it came to Adele.
How long has she been making music for?
I like look back to all of her
2009.
albums.
She came out in 2009?
2008 was her first album.
I said 2009.
Bro,
Yes,
why do I think she's been around since the 90s?
No, oh my god.
She's like in her 30s, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, why is she so big?
Because she's an international fucking
she's
star.
Oh, she's international.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's from the UK.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she's from the UK.
Bro, I never followed her. Like her interviews be hilarious though. Like she's funny people.
No, facts.
She's really
She's a good
great.
personality.
She's
really
amazing.
cool.
She's a talented
my
star.
God.
How'd they discover her American Idol and son?
Nah,
No.
she just came out with a big hit.
Yeah.
And it was up for her.
That's all. Yo, didn't her album sell more than all the albums?
Because it's Adele. It's Adele. Like, fam, Adele is like.
She's so talented. It's not even funny.
Good
oh
for
my
her.
God.
Good for her. I need to start
She's
watching
so
more
talented.
news. I need to stay up with
I
celebrities.
almost said like Adele is like white Beyonce, but that's stretch. I can't
honestly,
say that. Yet.
you know what's crazy?
I can't say that.
You know
yet.
what's crazy? I be saying that sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's not like
Adele isn't there yet.
Adele's just not a performer
Yo,
like Beyonce. That's just
what
the
do you
only
mean she
thing.
ain't there yet? She just outsold all the other artists
So-
herself.
No, it's just like
this year.
Beyonce is like the wrong artist to
Yes.
compare to. It's better
Yeah.
if I could compare Adele more to like a Taylor Swift if I had to. You feel me? In terms of like their star power. Anytime Taylor Swift come out, she's doing numbers no matter what.
So
you
you
feel me?
Beyonce's too high of a
Yes.
person?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Because
Oh, yeah.
it's like Beyonce is like, okay, yeah, you might
Beyonce
check
can
this
do anything to
boxes,
make
but then
money.
there's like 50 other boxes you have to check off to match Beyonce. You feel me? So yeah, I wouldn't say Adele is there yet, but she's definitely a global international star.
So
she came out with "Rolling in the Deep." That was her.
That
was her
Yeah.
breakout hit.
Oh, that shit fire!
Yeah, man. You
Yo,
know, like
I fuck with that song.
"Set Fire to the Rain," "Hello." Like,
Hello was her?
Yes, that was all.
Oh,
Adele,
I'm about to
you
go
know?
listen to Adele. Oh
You're
shit,
so
yo, she
stupid.
got
Yeah,
some
Cat's
bangers
like,
on
how
my
do you
shit.
not know that? Yeah, I mean,
Bro,
hey, he
bro.
listens to Dirk and Future, so
Right,
like you
so
can't.
what
No,
can
blame
we
no,
do?
him.
no,
You
no,
can't
no,
blame him.
no. Don't do me like
It's
that.
like
can
when
you
he
do?
discovered snow. You feel me?
I know, right?
Allegra Snow?
No,
I
stop,
know.
stop,
I was joking around.
Nah,
I
feel
gave
you.
her respect.
I feel
Don't
you.
kill me.
But
What's
like
her-
with Adele, with most of her
Oh
music,
my
I kind of
goodness.
just liked her big singles. I never
Really?
was a fan of her entire project. Anytime
Oh.
they came out, like I remember first time I heard "Hometown Glory." The first time I heard
Glory.
"Hometown
Yo,
Glory," I was
her
like, "Yo,
essentials
Adele's the
was-
one."
Yo, her essential is kind of fire. When
No,
I
it
look at
is.
Yeah, Adele's
Yo,
the
I'm
one.
about to listen
Adele's
to Adele
fire.
when I'm gonna ride home. I ain't gonna hold y'all like yo.
Oh my
Fire.
goodness.
So I just need to take a little more time.
So
to
real
listen to this
quickly,
album.
what
Talk
was
to me
your
about it.
opinion on the album? Yeah, let me hear it.
It was so bomb. Like honestly, Adele hit me as a like I used to play piano, guys. She hit me as a former musician, former singer, former dancer. She's just like musically talented. She will always use an orchestra. Okay, like it's those type of vibes. It's kind of like I don't know. I just felt like sitting in my room and just like blasting music and like not giving a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't care who listened to me, who heard me, who saw me. I was having the best time of my life in my room. Yes, sir.
So the name of her album was 30. Is that
Yep.
her age?
So this is another thing that I love about Adele. Adele will take like
19, 21, 25. 30.
3 to probably like 4 years in between albums. So when for 19, she was actually like 16 she first started writing for the album, and then she released it around the time she was 20. And it's supposed to surround her, like, you know,
Her growth,
teenage
okay.
years. And then it's the same thing for 21, same thing for 25.
So basically, the
So
albums,
those are their benchmarks.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Their
okay.
benchmarks. So whatever she was going through at that age,
Yeah.
that's the album. You feel me?
30 is more like bigger because she was going through like a big divorce at the time. So
She
it's
has
like really
definitely
personal.
thought out and
Giant
planned her
information.
career. Like she, from what I'm looking at right now, she has definitely like thought out and planned her career
Yep.
to the finest detail. Like she knows what she's doing in 5 years.
Yep.
Nah, for sure.
sure.
I honestly
So
thought
she
when
wait,
I
wait,
saw,
hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
just
no,
so
no,
you're
I've
good,
been
you're
so
good, you're
intrigued
good,
with
you're
Shorty.
good.
You feel me?
You're good.
Yeah.
Hold up. So her last album was 2015.
Yes, bro.
Bro, why did I think, yo?
And you see how long like all them songs just like stretched over the years? I love Adele.
I mean,
That's
I'm
all I
not
have
gonna
to
lie
say.
to you. I've been hearing more of Adele recently just because of like her press release and all that shit, getting ready for the album. But like
'Cause we've
over the
been
last
waiting.
few years, like I wouldn't
Yes,
say I've
we've
been
been
hearing
waiting.
like I haven't been hearing her like that.
if you heard Hello today,
Yep. You still got a hit.
Hello
Bro,
would still do what it
I'm
needs
listening
to, do
to
today.
it on the way home. I'm telling you, like,
Remedy's my shit too off that last album.
Oh my god.
I'm
But
about to-
with this album, I didn't get to listen to it yet, but I will. A lot of people told me that I Drink Wine is a good song,
Yes.
so I'll be looking out to that. I fuck with Adele's association with the black community, and we love y'all too. You feel me? We love y'all too. Yeah, she's dope. She's dope.
she needs a black man in her life.
She does. Rich Paul.
She's dating Rich Paul.
That's-
My nigga. Yeah. Let's go. Clutch Sports. Let's
when
go.
I heard that shit, it was the most randomest thing
Random,
ever.
but
I was
it
like,
just
Rich
makes
Paul
sense.
and
Like,
Adele.
okay, cool.
I
Go
was
off.
like, okay, it was Skepta and Adele, not that long ago. But now it's a Rich Paul.
Oh, so she for the culture, huh?
You feel
Yeah,
me?
she really is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why her
no.
music's so fire. Okay.
I heard her trying to speak patois one time, and I cried.
Ow.
I cried laughing. It was
Ow.
hilarious. But she's great. We didn't think that Adele was gonna come out with another album after 25. Like, we were
Right,
really
she said she was
waiting.
done.
Yeah, we were really waiting. It's like when Frank dropped another album. So
So Adele like
Adele,
that, huh?
yeah, okay, boom, Frank, yes,
Frank who?
Ocean.
No, fuck that nigga, bro.
No. That's the comparison.
No, not at all.
That
Not at
is
all.
the comparison. That I
Frank
can
Ocean
compare
ain't
Adele
shit,
to.
bro. He's so overhyped. So overhyped. He dropped
Ow.
one good project and then didn't give a shit after that. Y'all been... I'm sorry, but the way the world worships Frank Ocean for that one project he dropped like 4 or 5 years
He
ago.
dropped 2 projects.
Okay, but only one of them was good.
Which one?
Blonde?
Oh, Channel Orange was good.
Yeah, Channel Orange was better. than
Nostalgia Ultra was good too.
Bro, my point is he hasn't dropped anything since 2016. He doesn't even drop like singles like that.
Nah, you just don't like. You don't like.
No,
his music.
my point is like he doesn't like Adele got hits like you just name shit. And I was like, oh, that's Adele. Name shit from Frank Ocean.
like hits.
Yeah.
I don't think he got hits.
Thank you.
He doesn't have it because he's not a radio guy.
So
He doesn't
why
have
is he
hits.
so worshipped? Like, yo, he doesn't release music. He only has a
He
only has a
He
handful
has
of
a cult following. That's why.
Yes.
So, all right, just because you got a cult following don't mean you can compare him to an international star.
Well, people think Frank
Hey.
Ocean is a fucking mythical legend. So,
His cult following does.
nah, he's a talented dude too.
I'm not saying he's
a
not talented,
He's a
but
talented
you-
dude. He's
but-
Grammy Award winning. He's a great songwriter.
You know how
he's
he
made
feels.
You know who else?
timeless
you know
music.
who else
I'm
is
not
a
a
Grammy
giant
Award
fan
winner?
of Frank. So that's
Macklemore.
why.
What's that mean to me? Macklemore won a Grammy over Drake and fucking who Cardi and who?
No.
I'm just saying.
Bro, I'm
it's
not hearing
accolades.
that.
I'm a fan
Stop
of Frank, but I'm not a stan. That's why I'm not going super hard for him right now. But Frank is of the
A
talented
tornado
Grammys.
flew around my room before you came.
Yes.
Ow.
Excuse
Yes,
the
yes,
mess
yes.
you
Ow.
made it.
Ow.
That's the only shit I know from this
Some-
nigga.
I can play joints.
I'm
We can do
okay.
that another
I'm
time.
okay.
Word.
Whatchamacallit. Also, for those who are Adele fans, y'all better make sure y'all watch her special One Night Only. It was fire.
Was that the
Production,
one
everything.
that the dude proposed to the shorty?
Yes.
Yeah, nah, I won't lie. That shit had me.
shit was
That shit had me, you know.
fire.
I was like, damn, no
shit was
bullshit. That shit was super fly. Like, if I was the homie and that was me doing that shit,
That shit was fire.
What? Shorty, no bullshit. I know I proposed to you, but this ain't even about you right now. Let's keep it up. This ain't even about you right now. But yeah, besides that, I don't really think much other new music
ain't shit dropped
come out.
weekend,
Yeah, it
bro.
was a slow music
She picked
week.
a great week.
It's a bunch of fucking. That came out like a couple weeks ago, but a bunch of holiday music is coming out now, and I don't really care about that shit, so I don't really care to speak on it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it from new music. Yeah, let's go into our reality checks.
Reality checks.
Go into our reality checks.
Don't let your pride be your downfall. Now I'm probably one of the most prideful niggas you'll meet. You can't tell me shit if I thoroughly believe it about myself, but I don't let that be my downfall simply because I know I'm not perfect and I know I have so much more to learn and so much more to do in life. Yes, you can be prideful. Yes, you can be headstrong. Yes, you can be very devoted to your beliefs, but you just be receptive to the fact that there's always more information out there, and you are allowed to change your opinions and you are allowed to be a different person as you evolve. Don't be so prideful to the point where you're being stubborn and forcing yourself not to grow as a person and evolve, because that's when you become stagnant and shit just goes downhill from there. So just keep it simple, people. Don't let your pride be your downfall. Keep an open mind, and please, and I really mean this, keep growing. It's my reality check.
My reality check is to keep telling people to make their time useful. Never ever waste time. Don't just be sitting there lollygagging. Yes, I use the word lollygagging. Just always find something to do. If you're sitting around and you're on your phone, or you find yourself on your phone all the time, go read a book. Go work out. Go hang out with some friends. Do something different. I'm saying this personally because I feel like I was on my phone a lot this week, and I was just looking through social media, and it was just very draining. Same thing over and over again. So I feel like I needed to go out to the gym. I needed to go out and do some groceries or whatever. So I just remind people to keep their time useful, and don't be like me, just in your phone, lost in the nonsense that's in this world. And that was my reality check.
And then for my reality check this week is to remind our listeners to not follow the opinion of sheep. So when I say that, right, it's like, yo, I feel like everybody should do what like they want to do and follow their own beliefs. But when we have certain beliefs that aren't popular opinion, or if they don't share the same response from the block, we won't follow through because we feel like the streets won't love us if we don't follow through. And honestly, you gotta just stay down on your own original beliefs. You gotta follow what you believe. Do things that you want to do because you want to do them, and not because other people want you to do it, or not because everybody else is doing it, so I'm gonna do it too. Fuck all that shit. Fuck all that shit. If it's not attractive to you, if it doesn't appeal you, it's not for you, and that's okay. Don't follow the opinion of sheep, because people can blindly lead sheep into a stampede, and you don't want to be one of those sheep. So just take yourself out of that equation. All right, that's my reality check. And that was pretty much the end of the episode. Thank you for everyone that stayed tuned throughout the whole thing and vibed out with the gang. Shout out to Kat for holding us down in the studio. Follow us on all socials at The Urban Product, www.theurbanproduct.com. Rich just said something about threesomes.
Oh no! I said I got my 3 songs for Adele.
I heard
three songs.
Oh, okay. And I was just like, yo, share that with the audience.
No way.
Make sure you stay tuned.
Knock that off your bucket
game.
list, guys, before commit. Definitely get that off your bucket list.
My God.
I gotta have like a couple Red Bulls.
or find you a shorty
Okay.
that's with that shit.
All right.
That's the ultimate win.
You know what's the trick? the shorty tells you to find the other shorty. That's a trick. Don't fall for that trick, fellas. Do not fall for that trick.
Yeah, always.
They try to be like, yo, find us a third.
Nah.
Fuck you.
That's the girl once you do that, that's the girl she gonna tell you to stay away from. If anything, always have your girl. If you're trying to get a threesome with your girl, first of all, before you even get into
can't even choose the third, though.
No,
They be like, yo,
that. Bro, before you even get into a relationship with shorty, let her know you're polyamorous and you need that. Like, you're not settling for anything less. Like, you need threesomes in your life. If she ain't for that, move on to another girl.
So start off just by laying down the terms.
You feel me? And if she's with that, let her know that she can find the girl because she'll be very comfortable moving forward in that situation. Because if you find it, she gonna be thinking you want to fuck her more than her, when in actuality you want to do it all together. But
I just want to see y'all have fun.
Exactly. So fellas, let me know if it works. Leave comments on the review. Leave reviews and comments. I'm here for all your advice. But yeah, it ain't free. So next one's gonna cost you.
Remember back in the day when couples would do like those coupon books? Maybe
I'm not white.
Were in different.
Stop.
But some couples would do like coupon books where it would be like, all right, this coupon dinner on me, or
Right,
like
or
this
I'll rub your
coupon you get a
feet.
massage. You're
So
like
to
this
be,
coupon.
they had a coupon book to be a good.
Shut
you should be doing anyway.
Oh yeah, shorties try to come up with sentimental gifts. We give them what they got, okay? We give them what they got.
Free
But,
head.
hey,
Coupon for free head.
I miss those coupons. You feel me? Those are always the quickest to go. But fucking hey, if you ever come up with a coupon book for the
actually a
holidays,
great idea.
Christmas is right around the corner. Add a couple things in your bucket list on that coupon and do it with your partner. All right? It's been your boy DME.
It's been your boy Cozy Rich.
It's been a good money.
You've been listening to the Urban Products. We will go ahead and catch y'all next week.
Love.
Said front of the gang, get you knocked out. Talk on my name and you know I'm a pop out. Bro with me, he got the chop out. We out here spinning, trying to take our op out. I been on go, nigga. If I see him while I'm driving, you know I'm a hop out. Like moving slow, nigga. Taking all these pills, my brody said I gotta watch out. Said front of the gang, get you knocked out. Talk on my name and you know I'm a pop out. Bro with me, he got the chop out. We out here spinning, trying to take our op out. I been on go, nigga. If I see him while I'm driving, you know I'm a hop out. Like moving slow, nigga. Taking all these pills, my brody said I gotta watch out. Talk on my name to a bitch, you a lame nigga. Hey, came from just to the same nigga. Outside your house if you fuck with the gang, nigga. Sent 30 bullets tryna hit a brain, nigga. I do these perkies tryna stop the pain, nigga. I did a lot of shit that I can't change, nigga. Niggas stay up in their lane, nigga. I got the dope exotics in the game, nigga. Niggas can't fuck with me. Take a lot just to try to keep up with me. So my bitch, you ain't leaving, you stuck with me. When I'm with her, I enjoy company. Keep me safe, pull out, make them run for me. Blowing shots at the ops that be fun of me. Seen 100 babes laid out in front of me. And she nips, you know there's only one of me, only one of me. In front of the gang, get you knocked out. Talk on my name and you know I'm a pop out. Bro with me, he got the chop out. We out here spinning, tryna take our op out. I been on go, nigga. If I see him while I'm driving, you know I'ma hop out. Like moving slow, nigga. Taking all these pills, my brody said I gotta watch out. Said in front of the gang, get you knocked out. Talk on my name and you know I'ma pop out. Bro with me, he got the chop out. We out here spinning, tryna take our op out. I been on go, nigga. If I see him while I'm driving, you know I'ma hop out. Like moving slow, nigga. Taking all these pills, my brody said I gotta watch out.